thing about writing list videos is that you always aim for about 6 to 7 interesting entries so the audience doesn't leave feeling neglected. But suddenly you realize you also have to hit the dreaded 10-minute mark so that the algorithm doesn't also feel neglected. So you find yourself trying to remember things about the series that stuck out to fill the time, but ultimately doesn't add much to the list. And eventually, all you can think about is how you're not good at monologues and should probably start the damn video. I sincerely apologize for that. Yeah, Rue's depression monologue did not deserve my input. It did not deserve my 2 cents. Yeah, let's fix this lighting. There we go. Alright, so now that you guys can actually see me, hey, it's Patrice, and today we're going to go over a couple behind the scenes secrets of Euphoria. Spoilers ahead for season 2, if you haven't watched that. Just spoilers for Euphoria in general, so catch up now. Everybody loves Fez. I mean, for me personally, he's definitely the most likable character in the show. I mean, his biggest flaw is selling drugs to high schoolers, which is really bad. I'm not excusing that. Personality-wise, he's pretty chill compared to everybody else.
Nah, you good? You met where you met?
One reason he feels so down to earth compared to the other characters is precisely because his actor Angus Cloud was casted by randomly being pulled from the streets of Manhattan and asked to do some script readings for the show. Cloud recalls feeling like it was a scam initially and was hesitant to give the lady who approached him his number, but a couple script readings later and he landed the role of Fez. Before playing the character, Cloud worked at a chicken and waffle restaurant in Manhattan, so it's actually his first role and he's killing it, to be honest. On top of all that, the scar on the side of Cloud's head is actually real and was written into Fez's backstory for season 2. In an interview with Insider, Cloud comments on the decision stating, "How they added in how I got my scar? They made up a whole reason in my backstory of how I got this scar," and I was like, damn, that's sick. It's a real scar. But Cloud isn't the only one who has an interesting backstory about landing the role. Sweeney, who plays Cassie in the series, was much more engaged in the world of acting than her co-star. From a young age, she knew she wanted to pursue her dream of acting and even made a case to her parents to move to LA via a PowerPoint presentation. Side note, one of my younger siblings actually made a PowerPoint presentation to convince my parents to get us a cat, so that works, that stuff works. Anyway, Sweeney was told no a whole lot in her career and even had the unfortunate experience of being told she would never be on TV by a casting director. However, she persevered and made it into one of the biggest TV series out at the moment. What might surprise you though is Sweeney originally auditioned for the part of Maddie, but because she came from a more conservative background, she rejected the role for the reason that the show was too risque. So what changed her mind? Well, in an attempt to keep Sweeney a part of the show, the producers asked her to audition for Cassie instead. And after reading the pilot, having a call about her character with the director, Sam Levinson, and outlining all the details of the character and her life, she felt she could bring more to Cassie than what was written. All that to say, she really gives it her all when it comes to her roles. But don't get it twisted, she's not the only star of Euphoria putting in 110%. As a matter of fact, most of them are. But I want to focus on the star of the show herself, Zendaya. She gave one of the most emotionally intense performances of the series in episode 5 of this season. Rue's intervention went the furthest thing from going smoothly as she went through multiple cycles of lashing out at friends, family, and inanimate objects, to sobbing and apologizing for her behavior. Zendaya opened up about the scene, saying it was both emotionally and physically taxing. Seeing as she literally had to break down a door, I can see why. She even went on to say she still has scars on her legs and got quite a few bruises while filming. And it's still all that damn door's fault. I mean, there is no avoiding it. This was one of the most pivotal scenes of the second season. Zendaya even confirmed the importance of Rue's intervention in an interview with The Cut, in which she states that the script went through a ton of revisions and that the intervention was one of the few storylines that made it into the final show. Sweeney was also injured behind the scenes in what could only be assumed to be during the same episode. In an interview with the Late Night Show with James Corden, Sweeney reveals that Maddie's actress Alexa Demi accidentally fractured her toe in 3 places. In an interview, she says that a character who is very upset with Cassie caused the injury, and after Corden eggs her on a bit, she outright says it was Demi.
Dude.
No.
Was it the girl?
Maybe. And
at the time of recording this, the finale hasn't been released yet, so unless her toe was stepped on during the likely upcoming scrap between the girls, it's safe to say it happened during the filming for episode 5. Okay, on to something a little bit more lighthearted, if that's even possible when talking about a show like this.
All right, check this out. Oh, y'all, let's get naked right now.
Euphoria is known for its bold in-your-face hair and makeup styling, or at least it was known for that in season 1. Season 2 on the other hand takes a more subtle approach when it comes to makeup. Euphoria's makeup designer Daniela Davey says season 2's makeup is meant to be season 1's more introverted sister, as each of the looks are now more reflective of what the characters are going through. Maddie, for example, has the sharpest eyeliner wing that Davey says is sharp like a knife to cut whatever is in her way. Cassie, on the other hand, has softer pink tones framed by quote-unquote delicate like innocent twinkle, which put in 2 and 2 together reflects how Cassie sees herself in the current conflict. The rest of the cast also don a more restrained look to match the rawness of Euphoria's sophomore season. But in order to capture that rawness, season 2 took a very different approach to filming. If you notice that the overall look of the series went from super sharp to more soft and grainy, that's because they went from shooting on digital to 100% film. And not just any film, but a stock called Ektachrome that Kodak stopped manufacturing back in the early 2000s. Euphoria cinematographer Marcel Reeves said they had to convince Kodak to manufacture a couple thousand rolls just for the show, and that Kodak had to convert parts of its factories to make this possible. Ektachrome film is known for its rich saturated colors as well as being great with skin tones. Both are qualities that aided in what director Sam Levinson refers to as the visual language of the show. During one of the behind the scenes videos, Levinson compares the 2 seasons to the timing of a house party, stating that if season 1 was at 2 a.m., then season 2 should feel like 5 a.m, way past the point at which everyone should have gone home, which I think is a really good way to explain the differences between the seasons. Since we're on the topic of going raw, now is the perfect transition into a bit I'd like to call, oh god, I can't believe I'm about to do this, is that dong real or nah? Oh god. Euphoria is known for being a show indiscriminate of its nudity, so for once all the little dudes get shown in all their glory. But a little known fact is a lot of the swingers we see are actually prosthetic. So it's your job to guess if a character's privates are real or fake. Ready? Okay, I'm sorry I'm putting y'all through this, just bear with me. In the premiere of season 2, this guy takes a dump while Cassie is hiding from Maddie. Is that dong real or nah? You guessed it, that dong is real. This extra, Ansel Pierce, revealed in a TikTok that it is indeed his junk.
Yes, that is me in the bathroom, not a prosthetic.
Alright, one more. During Cal's dramatic farewell scene, he takes his dinger out and leaks on the floor. Is that dong real or not? Nah, that's a prosthetic. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Cal's actor Eric Dane revealed that it was clamped on during filming. One more surprising prosthetic was the micro shooter Kat saw back in season 1. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Kat's actress Barbie Ferreira revealed that her surprised reaction to the prosthetic was 100% authentic. She says that in order to make sure the cast was as comfortable as possible, seeing the tiny package was entirely optional. Yet, she opted in for a more genuine reaction. And let's be honest, we probably would have all responded the same way seeing micro meat for the first time. Alright, bonus fact for you guys for putting up with that. I am truly so very sorry for talking about dongs for like 3 minutes. Anyway, now that Tom Holland and Zendaya are dating, it's not unusual that he's been reported to have appeared on set around 30 times. He's also been pushing for a while to get a quick cameo in the series, which at the time of writing this may have actually already happened, because in an interview with BuzzFeed, he was being pretty cryptic about it.
I would love to guest star, or just be an extra in it, or maybe I am, and you just don't know.
So I encourage you all to rewatch season 2 and search for that cameo, because he might be hiding in plain sight, who knows. But that's all I got for y'all this time. Have a good one, alright? Also, we're Team Maddie on this channel. I don't want to hear nothing about Cassie in the comments.